cameras. These people saw me, really saw me, in a way my family never had, and they would be instrumental in what was to come. 2 months before the wedding, I finally contacted a lawyer of my own, not anyone local who might know my family, but a sharp, aggressive attorney from the city known for handling high-profile fraud cases. "This is quite a situation, Miss Harper," Mr. Dawson said after reviewing my evidence. "What you've described isn't just family dysfunction, it's criminal fraud." I nodded, having come to terms with this reality weeks ago. "What do you want to do?" he asked. "I want everything that's rightfully mine," I said calmly, "plus damages for the emotional distress and lost opportunity costs. And I want them exposed for who they really are." He leaned back in his chair, studying me. "We could pursue this quietly. Most families prefer to settle these matters privately." I smiled. "I am not interested in quiet, Mr. Dawson. My family has silenced me my entire life. This time, I want everyone to hear what they've done." With Mr. Dawson working on the legal strategy, I continued playing my role in the wedding preparations. I was the perfect supportive sister, helping Olivia choose linens, listening to my mother obsess over the guest list, nodding as my father bragged about the open bar he was providing. "Only top-shelf liquor," he announced at dinner. "Nothing but the best for our little girl's big day." I smiled and said nothing about the fact that he was financing this extravagance with money stolen from me. I was biding my time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That moment came 3 weeks before the wedding, when Olivia asked me to handle the final payments to the vendors. "I trust you to take care of it," she said, handing me a folder of contracts. "Mom and Dad already transferred the money to my account. Just make sure everyone gets their final payments on time." I nearly laughed at the irony. She trusted me with this task because she thought I was harmless, the pathetic, bookish sister who would never challenge her. She had no idea she had just handed me the perfect opportunity for revenge. I took the folder with a grateful smile. "I'll take care of everything," I promised. And I would, just not in the way she expected. That night, I called Mr. Dawson. "It's time," I said. He had been waiting for my signal, and everything was prepared. The next morning, the legal documents were filed. A lawsuit against my parents and sister for fraud, theft, and emotional distress, with a detailed accounting of how they had stolen my inheritance and lied about it for months. But that was just the beginning. With my access to the wedding arrangements, I executed the next phase of my plan. I contacted each vendor individually, explaining that there had been a miscommunication. The payments wouldn't be coming from Olivia's account after all, but would be handled differently. I arranged for Mr. Dawson to send official letters to each vendor, informing them that the funds they were expecting were subject to a legal dispute and advising them to request payment in full before providing any services. At the same time, I called the local newspaper, not the society pages where my parents' announcements usually appeared, but the investigative news desk. "I have documentation of a prominent local family committing inheritance fraud," I told the reporter, a hungry young journalist named Alex who was eager for a career-making story, including proof that they stole $750,000 from their own daughter. The story broke on a Tuesday morning, 3 days before the wedding rehearsal dinner. I made sure to arrive at my parents' house just as they would be discovering it. I walked in without knocking, finding them huddled around the kitchen island, my father's face purple with rage as he read the newspaper article. "Prominent family accused of defrauding daughter of $750,000 inheritance," the headline screamed with a family photo underneath, one of the rare ones where I wasn't cropped out. My mother saw me first, her face draining of color. "What have you done?" she whispered. I placed my copy of the lawsuit on the counter in front of them. "I've done what you taught me to do," I said calmly. "I've looked out for myself, since clearly no one else in this family was going to." My father lunged toward me, but stopped when I held up my phone. "I'm recording this conversation," I informed him, "and I wouldn't advise getting physical. There are already enough charges against you." He stepped back, trembling with fury. "You ungrateful little—" "Ungrateful?" I cut him off. "For what exactly? For being treated as less than Olivia my entire life? For having my inheritance stolen? For being lied to and manipulated? Please tell me what I should be grateful for." My mother began to cry, but I felt nothing. I had cried enough tears over this family to last a lifetime. "The vendors have all been notified that their final payments are in dispute," I continued. "They're expecting payment in full, in cash, before they'll provide any services for the wedding. The venue needs $30,000 by tomorrow or they'll cancel. The caterer wants $22,000. The florist, the photographer, the band, they all want their money, and they want it now." My father's face went from purple to white. "You can't do this," he said, but his voice